All praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakadash. 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 All praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakadash.
Yeah.
Do you have the permit to?
No, I'm filming him.
You're filming him?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We always get some sort of demon before we even open out. Yeah, but we're gonna give all
Praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Racha, Kodash.
And you know the devil works in mysterious ways as well, you know, on the left-hand side. We're just trying to open out and we're getting instructions. And but yeah, we're here in Cambridge now. We're gonna go and trample down on the lies that these demons have been telling for all this time. Yeah, we're gonna find you, King Henry VIII. Yeah, we're gonna make sure we unveil all the wickedness and all the secrets and all the lies they've been telling for years and years to our people. Yeah, Kwame Shalala. Yeah, so just tried to ask these Edomites what the cathedral's called, and they said it's called the Catholic Church of Our Ladies. But it's a cathedral in Cambridge, basically, anyway. And just in the spirit, me and Mishan was just reasoning and finding out that this cathedral, no building, we'll go and zoom out and show you a picture later, but this cathedral is at a certain height. And if we analyze, in the scriptures, Babel, right? Babel, you weren't allowed to build certain things so high to go and exalt yourselves to the clouds and that, because obviously Nimrod to Egypt tried to fight against the mighty man, tried to fight against the Most High Yahweh, you know. Yahushai. So as we're looking at this building, if no other buildings are allowed to be higher than this, in Cambridge only, I'm not trying to say there's no other buildings higher than this, but in Cambridge itself, I'm just thinking like, yo, there's a law, and we'll find it later, so I'm not sure, but there's a law where you can't have your houses as high as 3 stories, because the same thing, giving us the laws, trying to represent Yashubala.
Yeah, because really we dwell in tents and tabernacles. We don't really live. Esau's habitation is high. You know what I mean? And that shows you Jake was ruling here as well.
That as well. So when we did have buildings and anything, I'm guaranteed you it wasn't going to be as high as 3 stories. It wasn't going to be higher than 3 stories. Yeah, I'll show you a nice picture of it later, man. Let's continue with the work. Promise you.
Yeah, I just want to get a shot of it.
And you can also tell, yeah, that this building weren't made by no Edomites. It was made by the Masons. You know what I mean? The Moorish people and that. You know what I mean? They were the archaeologists. They were the architects. You know what I mean?
I need to cross the road to get a proper view of it.
Yeah. Just give them a little definition of the craftsmanship on the wood. It's done there. This sort of work isn't done by Edomites. Look at the design. See it? Craftsmanship. Yeah, man. Only the white St. Viii building resembles that. The little Jake faces on the sides there. But they're not the heads of these. They're not the heads of them, you know what I mean? Type things, but look at the little Jake faces over here. Yeah, so this is a better view to see how high the cathedral is. So, you can obviously tell that's not even that high. If you're living in London, you know there's higher buildings than this.
Yeah, it can. But it shows you Jake. Jake was ruling there, man.
Jake was ruling around these areas. So let's go and head on to the Henry VIII and see another fabrication that they've done and covered the faces of the judges thereof. Yeah, garnish. They will build and I will throw down. Look at that. Building, man. Alright, you keep building, Esau. Gonna throw it down. So many Moabites right there, man. Thailand.
Moab is my wash spot over Edom.
China's everywhere, isn't it? They don't get away with it. Can't get away from them Moabites, man. Look. Oh, speak of the demons. Moab.
Shalom.
Hi. What is such things as science, or Christian science? I was just wondering.
Well,
Actually, hold the book.
that's a hymn book.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to analyze Christian science. I was just
Yes.
very intrigued, sorry.
Well, Christian is following Jesus' example. And science, in its basic meaning, means true being. And this is what Jesus proved in his life. True being. He healed the sick, he raised the dead, he raised his own life.
Okay. I was just thinking to myself, science is like, they teach science like to say you can evolve from monkeys and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but that's material science. We by the science, we mean the old word. You know, go back to the original meaning, which was true being.
The one that's, so you mean the bang, the one who created the bang? Big Bang. Is that
No,
science?
because
That's what
the
they say.
Big Bang is out of date anyway now, isn't it? They don't believe in the Big Bang anymore, I don't think, do they?
I don't know. I know they've discovered the black hole, which
Yes,
which
yes.
looked like hell. In fact, there's no light there.
That was
Yes,
a picture
it's-
in the newspaper recently, isn't it?
Yes,
That
that's
picture
right,
of the black
right.
hole. It said a star depleted, and
But
every time a star depletes of its energy, it creates a warp or something like that.
yes.
I'm an electrician,
Oh right.
so I know about magnetism.
Well, you know that
Magic.
electricity was here long before we ever utilized it.
Is it
Electricity was here.
Thomas Edison, right?
Yes,
the nigger.
yes.
The nigger that
But you see, the same with Christian Science. It's a discovery. It's always been there. Christ Jesus proved it in his life and in his in his relations with other people. He proved that there is one God, one family, one mind governing all.
So the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, you don't believe it's all one thing. You believe there's a difference between the Father and the Son and the Holy Ghost.
Well, we believe the Father is God the Father, and the Son is Christ Jesus, and the Holy Ghost is our understanding of the Son. It's all there.
So the understanding is when it says, women cover your heads, women don't wear what pertaineth unto a man, women don't wear trousers. You believe that is in his word, so you follow his word then, yeah? The women
No, not,
is
we
an
don't
abomination.
follow the words, we follow the spiritual idea. Meribek Eddy,
That's why it says in Psalms, right? You were there to put my Psalms 50 and 11, right? Isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, should I get Acts 13
It says,
about the Christians?
You are there to have this word in my mouth, because this word's only given to Israel. So that's why he says in the Psalms, who are you to even have this word in your mouth? Because only Israel will be able to understand it, because we follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of him. To get into the heaven, it says, blessed are they that keep his commandments, for they may have the right to the tree of life and enter into the flow of the gates. Revelations 22 and 14. And in Deuteronomy 22 and 5, it says, like, women shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man, and a man shall not put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto them. So that's just simple science. That's not even, you know that men shouldn't be wearing skirts and dresses, and women shouldn't be wearing trousers. That's just simple to understand. That only changed in the 70s, because before the 70s and in the 60s, 50s, and women wasn't doing this law. It says that there's a
but
mystery.
that's a material law.
No, the
It's
law,
not a spiritual
look, it's a
law.
commandment. If you don't keep the commandments,
The
you're not
commandments.
spiritual. If you don't keep the commandments, you're not spiritual.
The commandments are what Jesus said to the lawyer who said, what are the commandments? He said, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart,
And
with
how
all
do you
thy
love
strength.
him?
How do I love it?
How do you love the Most High?
By reflecting God's
By
qualities.
keeping his word, his commandments.
Should I read it? Right, John chapter 14 and verses 15. If you love me, keep my commandments.
That's how you love him. You can't love him in your own heart and your own mind. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5 says, trust in him and he will guide your path. You trust in him by loving him. Because if you don't love him, he's going to send you into the lake of fire, that's right.
No, we don't accept that.
You
We
don't have
accept
to
that a God who is love.
You
would
don't have to
never.
accept. He's a consuming fire. He killed the Philistines. He killed the Egyptians. He's not a loving God.
He
only
is a
loves
loving God.
He only loves his people.
No,
These
he
people
loves
are the Israelites.
everyone.
Okay, Romans
God's
9 and
love is
13.
everywhere, and God loves everyone.
There's a time to
Everyone.
love, time to hate.
Okay, Romans chapter 9 verse 13. As it is written in Malachi, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I
So
hated.
even in the Old Testament, it's written about Esau
and Jacob. Jacob had the 12 tribes. His name got 12 changed to Israel. 12 tribes of Israel. So he only loves Jacob's seed line. Yeah, the 12 tribes. He don't love anyone like Edomites. Because the Edomites have been known as the wicked Amalek that King Saul was meant to kill off. The Amaleks are the people of the red people, the people that are red and hairy. You know what I mean? Like leprosy. Have you heard of the law of leprosy?
Which is a material law.
It's not a material law, it's a physical law, because it's physical. It's literal. You can't be around lepers. They have to be shut away. Because it's unclean. Leprosy is when you're white as snow. When like Moses put his hand in his bosom, in Exodus chapter 4 and verse 6 I think it is, or 6 and 4, he put his hand in his bosom, and when he took it out, it was leprous, white as snow.
And what did he have to do?
He had to go and take these people out of Egypt.
No, he had to go and put his hand back,
So
didn't he?
Because it was
and
a
when
plague.
it was white as snow, it was healed.
Yeah, but what color was Moses?
Moses wasn't white as snow. When he took his hand out, it was the sin of the leprosy. He was plagued. He said, "This is the plague I will put on the earth to hurt your people." And that was a leprosy. This is all the laws, you know. If you don't keep, if you love him, you analyze the laws. You won't eat bacon. I won't wear a skirt or a dress. I won't cut my beard. I won't have a bald head. There's all these laws, all these commandments were given to the Israelites. They're not given to all the nations. Let's just cut that. Revelations 21 and 12. Let's just get this.
Just go back to electricity for
Let's just get this finished.
Right, Revelations chapter 21 and verses 12.
Just go back to
1 second.
electricity for a minute.
Read it.
Revelations 21 and 12. And had a wall great and high,
This is the kingdom, yeah? It's going to have a wall great and high.
and had 12
It's going to
gates,
have 12 gates.
and at the gates 12
There's
angels.
going to be 12 angels at the gates, like a bouncers. You know what I mean? Like you can't get in if you ain't a part of these people.
And names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of
The names
Israel.
of who?
The 12 tribes of the
names
children of Israel.
The 12 tribes of the children of Yasharallah, the children of Israel. They're the only ones that are allowed through the gates. And then get 22 and 14 quickly.
Okay, Revelations 22 and verses 14. Blessed are ye that do his commandments.
Blessed are they that do what?
Blessed are they that do the commandments,
So the
that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
So the ones that are the Israelites that keep his commandments are going to enter through the gates and into the city. That's thus saith the word, thus saith the Holy Bible.
But
Not what anyone else says. Just the Bible.
Just go back to electricity again. Electricity has always been here. It needed to be discovered.
By who? By a black man. His name was Thomas Edison. He was a nigger. We discovered these things. We invented the telephone. We invented the internet. We invented the laptop, the IBM. We invented the air conditioner. We invented goddamn everything. We invented
Are you
everything.
God?
The Israelites.
The Israelites
When
are the
2 or
gods.
3 are gathered.
Let me get it.
Yeah.
All right, this is Psalms. She said, are you good?
Yeah, Psalms 8.
Psalms 82 and 6. Psalm chapter 82 verses 6. And it reads, it says, I have said, ye are gods. Ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High.
So we are the children of the Most High. Jacob's name got changed to Israel. That means he is the Prince of Power. He is the Prince of God. We are powerful. We are more powerful in the brain. We're more powerful in the spirit by keeping these laws, statutes, and the commandments. We are more powerful in physically, like edification, anything, breaking down the scriptures. You don't have any understanding of the scriptures because you're coming from the children of Esau, the ones that he hates. We are coming from the children of Jacob.
Have you come in today to tell us that you hate us?
No, the Bible hates you. God hates you.
Of course he doesn't.
Okay, Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we impoverished.
Genesis 1.
Yes.
Yeah, read it.
Right, this is Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
So they're impoverished, yeah, they're going to return and they're going to build up, even though they're seeing the signs of the rapture happening.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
They're going to keep building and building, but he's going to throw it down. Doesn't matter how much you build.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
He's got indignation forever. There's no crying to the Most High to say, I want a blessing. Because you've given you your time to rule on the world. But now your time's coming up to the slow and nearly end, that you're analysing this Christian Science doctrine that you're pushing is a false
One
balance.
thing we do not do is push.
Okay, we're not pushing it, but it's here. Whatever you've invented,
We are working with it. We are
whatever you're
practically-
working with, it says in Psalms chapter 50 and verse 11, who are you to even have this in your mouth? Because he only gave this word, statutes, unto the children of Israel.
Right,
What
Psalms,
does it say in Genesis 1?
Psalm chapter
You know what
50.
it says, it's for us, it's our book.
Psalm chapter 50 verse 16, but unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
What should you do to declare the statutes of the scriptures? What are you to do to keep the covenant he gave to Abraham, Isaac and Jacob? Esau, he hates. He didn't give it to... Isaac had two sons, Esau and Jacob.
I thought they were reconciled.
They were beautifully reconciled.
They were beautiful.
What, in Genesis 33 and 33?
Yeah. You read the Bible.
But when you read the prophecy, it talks about the transatlantic slave trade. The Lord said because of the transatlantic slave trade.
We'll get it. Exodus 21 and
Right, Ezekiel chapter 35.
But you haven't come in to find out what the Psalm
we did.
Yes.
You told us.
And
told
now
us.
you're just saying it's rubbish.
We're not. God said it's rubbish.
Of course God didn't say it's rubbish.
Of course he just did. He said, who are you to declare my statutes? Who are you? Who's your forefathers?
What does it say in Genesis 1?
Who are your forefathers? Are they not the owners of slaves? Isn't it your great-grandfather or great-great-great-grandfather, was he not the owner of a slave plantation?
You know,
It's a
we
yes or no.
believe
It's a
that-
yes or no. It's not what you believe. It's what God
No,
believes.
that's not
It's
true.
what God believes. It's not what we believe, right? It's what the Most High. Are you the father? Are you the children of slave owners?
We have no idea.
You don't know if your forefathers
No.
owned any slaves.
That doesn't worry us about our forefathers. We're interested in now.
Well, my forefathers, my name is the last name. It's not an Ashanti or a West African name. My name is a name from Jamaica. That's a place where they got us on like sardines in a sardine tin boat, stacked up on deck top, and for 400 years we've been incarcerated and put away from our ancestors in West Africa on the back of slavery, not getting paid for it.
But what did the people who freed the slaves say? Have we not all one Father, which is written in the Bible?
That loves Israel. We just read it in the Bible. He loves Israel. There's a gate only for Israel. Did you understand that, right?
Okay, Amos chapter 3 verses 1. Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
He only knows the children of Israel. He don't know, like what you just said. We're not all, everyone. Isaiah 40, they're like unto a drop of a... You see the other nations to the Most High. He only loves Israel. Everyone else is that spit.
Do you believe
Is that
in
nothing?
two powers? Excuse me.
No, there's one power.
Isaiah 40 and 15.
Come on.
I'm going
Christians
to carry on
aren't
actually.
really in Cambridge.
Yeah, just read it, people.
She's on the phone actually.
You wanna read it?
Yeah,
You've got Bibles, you know.
have they got a King James Bible?
Yeah, they've got a King James version there, so
They might as well read what it says in there.
Sorry?
I think they're more ready to read their pamphlets.
Could you repeat that?
And isn't that some Easter?
Uh-huh.
That's an Easter basket there, isn't it?
Okay.
It is.
Hello?
I ain't gonna ask them. He's a spiritualist now.
Our BT connection will be closed from now on. It says our BT connection will be closed from now on.
Your BT connection's gonna get closed, yeah? So you can't even phone the police or anything. You must be able to phone 999. Let's read this quickly.
Isaiah 40 and 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket.
So the other nations, except Israel, that you just read in Amos 3 and 1, yeah, the other nations, except Israel,
As a drop of a bucket, as the small dust of the balance, behold, he taketh up the idols as a very little thing. Lebanon is not even sufficient to burn.
so Lebanon is not even, you don't even, they're like a drop of a vessel, drop of dust. The other nations are nothing. That's the
So you
Bible.
believe in the power of evil as well as the power of good.
Well, Isaiah chapter 45 verses 7.
Okay, Isaiah chapter 45 and verses 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these
If
things.
I believe in the Bible and I believe in the Lord,
Yes,
then
but you're
I believe-
taking the Bible literally.
Okay, Proverbs
You've got
16.
to search the Bible and find the spiritual meaning
I-
behind all of these statements.
Okay, Proverbs 16 and 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
what do you get from that? You spiritually, what do you get from that?
I get that you've got to look for the spirit.
Job 9:24.
Okay, Job chapter 9.
The apostles
Yes.
too.
Job chapter 9 verse 24.
Job chapter 9 and verses 24. It says the earth.
They reached out beyond the Jewish people.
Oh, you mean the Gentiles?
Read that,
Should we
read
get-
that, read that.
Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given to these wicked people that are running the world right now.
He
So
covereth the
that's
faces.
another power. You're not accepting
You said, do we
the
believe in
first
wickedness?
commandment.
You said, do we believe in wickedness, right? Or evil? Is there do you believe in the evil powers at bay? The evil powers are the Edomites. They're the ones that are, of course I believe in it. I can see them from my eyes. It's not a fact of believing, it's a fact of that I know that they put us in cargo slave ships
So
and
that
they
you
enslaved
don't,
us for 400 years.
you're not admitting that there is one God.
You're not admitting that you put us on slave ships, our forefathers. Your forefathers, you're not admitting it. That's why you're wicked.
Thank you.
You gotta admit that you had your forefathers had slaves. There's a movie called 12 Years a Slave, Django, Roots, Goodbye Uncle Tom. There's so many films talking about your forefathers enslaving my forefathers. Why are you just sitting here like a bold-faced liar? Did the Edomites have the Israelites in slavery?
Well, the Israelites were taken out of slavery. Moses led them out of
We didn't get
bondage.
Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 68.
Okay, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I'm going to start from the 68th verse, and it reads, this is the Most High speaking through Moses. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with
So
ships.
he's already taken them out and he's given them the commandments. And he says, if you don't keep the commandments, yeah, you're going to go into Egypt with ships. When Jacob and his children, Israel and his children went into Egypt, did they go there on ships? You must know the Bible. Did Jacob and even Joseph, there was a famine in the earth, or in that peninsula of the world, that continent of the world. 7 years, Joseph harvested all the food there of the grain. And Israel needed some of the grain. They came and asked Joseph, can we have some of your grain? We'll give you some silver. Joseph, you know the story. I don't know how to tell you the story again. Did the Israelites go into Egypt with ships?
I don't think we're talking from the same basis
Wait,
at all.
You just said that
Don't
Israelites...
worry what I said.
You- I can't-
You don't want to know what
No,
I
but
have
I've
to
just
say.
heard what you just said. You just said that Israel was in Egypt in slavery and they was taken out of slavery.
Yes.
I hope you haven't got dementia. If you can remember what you said, yeah? Are we going too fast for you? You
No,
said
but
you-
you know, if I've got something to give you,
You haven't
Please.
got nothing to give. I'm just want. All you have to give. Yeah,
Are you
is
trying
your-
to save me?
No. Basically,
No.
this is
Just cursing me?
No, this is-
damning me?
This is salvation for you. This is us giving you the bread and the water. We're feeding you the scripture. You know what I mean? We could have wasted our time by walking past, but we thought, let's not waste our time. You're somebody that loves faith. You love Christ. You love Christ, right? You love our Christ. But we're just trying to show you that he hates you. So now you know you can change whatever you're
I
doing.
can't accept that.
You can
because
change whatever you're doing, and you don't have to do
Why did
this no more.
Jesus heal all the people? And time and again in the Bible it says
Yeah.
they brought
helped
him
the-
all the
he helped the
people,
Canaanite.
He healed them all.
He helped a Canaanite woman, right? But are you an African? Are you a Canaanite? Because it says that Amalek is going to be, Esau is going to be turned into stubble. It says that the Amalekites, they're going to be wasted away. You're going to be our possession to clean up all this rubble, this concrete cave mountain place, and you're going to turn it back into the soil that it needs to be. So all you're going to be here for is to clean up the mess you've made on this earth, because the earth's upset. It says the earth, it will be right, will be glorious, will be joyful when it sees righteous people dwell on the earth again.
And does this make you happy?
That makes
Does it
me
make
so
you feel
happy thou
satisfied
shalt be when they
and
take
happy?
and dash their little ones against the stones. That's thus saith the Bible. The Bible said we'll be happy when we get your little ones and we smash them into the stones. The Bible says that we have to be happy. We can't be sad about that. We're not allowed to be sad about that because we've been humble. Remember, Christ, he came humble. But when he comes back, he's coming like a lamb, like a lion. He ain't going to come like a lamb. He's going to come with a two-edged sword. He says, give away all your money, give away all your possessions for a sword. Our sword is the scriptures. I've given away everything I have spiritually so I can keep the Most High's laws, statutes, and the commandments, and tell you today that science, Christianity, is not what it's about. Acts
13:1.
that
Right.
showed you, yeah, we were sold onto our enemies. We was about to read that to you, yeah. Egypt, we didn't go into Egypt, yeah, with ships. We walked into Egypt the first time, and then we walked out, yeah. So we went in Egypt with ships, by the way whereof the Pope in the 1400s, the Pope made an edict for the Knights Templars to come and find the Jews, yeah, and he found the Jews, the Vatican, and he found them King Leopold, the Congo, the robber in Congo. There was a lot of slavery going on, and it's been happening for over 400 years. But by the way there were ships, it's happened for 400 years.
Right, so this is Acts chapter 13 about the Christians. Acts 13:1. Now, they were in the church that was at Antioch, certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon.
Barnabas and Simeon, they
That
were
was-
Israelites, okay?
That was called nigger.
They were called niggers. Barnabas and Simeon were niggers, and they were called, what were they called?
They were called nigger.
Yeah, so the Christian, get the Christian one.
Okay, so this is Acts 11:26.
Acts 11:26.
It says, and when they had found him, he brought him unto the church in Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
The first Christians, Barnabas and Simeon, the niggers are Christians. We were the ones to be Christ-like, to be followers of Christ. The other nations, it says in the Psalms, we said it already, who are you to declare these statutes? You're the ones that he hates. You're the wicked ones that build up, and he's going to throw it down. All right? And then that's saying, what's your name?
My name is Anne.
Anne. What's your name?
Sorry?
What's your name?
Linda.
Linda.
What's
Linda.
your name?
And my name is Isaiah.
Isaiah
Isaiah. And my brother Ashan. Yeah?
is, what's his name?
Ashan.
Sean.
Ashan.
Ashan. Linda, Anne, it was pleasant talking. I hope after you've heard this, you can make some altered decisions in your life to analyze that we're better than any pastor or any pope. Have you seen the Pope kissing the feet of the black men?
what in the field?
Have you
Yeah.
seen the Pope kissing the feet of the black men? That's prophesied in the Bible that he will start kissing our feet.
Right.
So you're
And
gonna have
washing
to
your
start.
feet.
You're gonna have to start kissing the feet of our people. You gotta understand. We're waking up now. We're not dumb anymore. You get me? You put us in slavery in the mines, but the chains have been now unshackled. We're shaking off the dust, and we're putting on our strength. And there's no way you're gonna be able to hurt us again, because Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against us shall prosper, and any tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment shall be condemned. And that's the heritage of the Israelites.
So what is your religion then?
We're not religious.
You're not?
No, we just told you who you are as a nation. You're the nation of Edom. We are the nation of Israel. Anyone that has a religion, their religion is vain.
So you're
In
not,
James chapter 1,
not
verse 21.
Haile Selassie, is it?
Who?
Haile Selassie?
He's an Ethiopian.
Is
He's
he?
a Cush. There's Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Cush comes from the people of Ham. We are not the children of Ham, Hamites. We are from the children of Shem.
Zephaniah 2 and 12.
Well, don't go away from this reading room without feeling loved.
No.
Because that's what it's all about.
Look,
it's
we
about
feel what God feels.
loving each
We
other.
feel what God feels. God feels hate for Edomites. So we're going to feel what God feels. Yeah?
You're going to feel loved,
We're going
cared
to... No.
for, watched over and protected.
And I know how I need to feel. You don't have to tell me or program me how I need to feel.
Okay, Romans 13 and 10. It says, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
So
That's right.
we're going to keep the
So
laws, and
let's
you're breaking
all
the laws.
fulfill the law.
You're breaking the laws. You're wearing trousers.
Why are you using the Bible if you're not religious then?
The Bible's not religious. It's a holy book. It's separate.
But that's religion, holiness, isn't
No,
it?
holy is separate. The word holy means to be separate. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 6. We was meant to go, but it's coming like they want to get more choppings.
Okay, this is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verses 6, and it reads, it says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people
The
unto
Israelites.
himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Israelites are holy
The
people.
Israelites, everybody.
Just said it.
Everybody has
Deuteronomy
access
chapter 1 and
to
1.
electricity.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and 1. Electricity doesn't mean nothing.
Deuteronomy 1 and 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So the people that he said you are a holy people, the holy book, are for Israel. Stop trying to mix yourself
What
in.
about the other holy books like the Bhagavad Gita and
That's unholy books.
and
They're all unholy books.
they are.
They are unholy books. We have the holy book. We only need the holy book, alright? And on that,
Yeah. Well,
Call it
peace be unto you,
no. No.
and love, and care.
Can't.
Yeah, so we just had to dust our feet off with this Christian sign. I don't know what they're doing, but as you can see, they weren't ready. But we're trying to look for those smartest elites here, and the ones that think they know things. And that just seemed like an onslaught. They didn't.
Yeah, they weren't ready, man. They weren't ready.
Shalom. Yeah, we're here in Cambridge now. We're in a prime location where we can see Christ College behind us. And it's looking, I don't know, this Jake was being a bit semantical. I was just asking now, is this where they come and teach them about the Bible, and then is this where they come do the college work on the scriptures and that? That would be the prime place to go and chop them up with the sword, you know? You know what I mean? I'm looking for them elite popes, and I'm looking for them to come and break down what they're talking about, man. It's about time they start answering themselves for the wickedness and the crimes they've committed on our people. So, yeah, man, let's just go and extrapolate and spiritually extrapolate this place and rip it apart, man. What's this stupidness here? Some memorial rubbish, man.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
man.
Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go that way now.
All right.
Yeah, we're going that way still. So.
All right. Shalom. St. Andrew's Street. Always got a saint. Always got a saint, innit? So much motorbikes. It's amazing, Cambridge, man. Moab trying to take over.
Nah, because Moab thinks when Esau goes down, he's next up, innit?
Oh yeah, the Gog and Magog is Russia and China. They're trying to do things.
Because they think they're up next.
We got to read that camp, you know, this week.
Yeah.
The Gog and Magog
Yeah.
situation. And did you see the demons?
Nah, I think we're going the wrong way, Ark.
Sure.
Yeah, it's that way still.
Alright.
Salakia.
No, did you see the demons that tried to come up to the camp before we can even bring out the roaring like a lion, and even when the police came up, we was trying to bring out the Ezra's 9, measuring the time diligently, and we was going to go into the Brexit, the Iron Scepter. Well, every time you try and move in a certain vibe, the Most High says, you know what? He just switches it up, says, that's why we trust in the Most High, and he would lead our paths, man. A man don't even know his thoughts or the ways he's going to go about things. Proverbs 20 and 24. We don't even know our own thoughts, our own ways, man. The Most High always, he makes it happen for us, man. So we're going to give all praises
to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham.
Yeah, so another spiritual epiculation. All Saints passage, and we notice that they always use that. All Saints Road,
It's moving a bit.
All Saints Passage, All Saints Street. And who are the saints? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You have to
innit?
get that, man. Who are the saints?
The lion.
This is Psalms 148. Psalms 148 and verse 14. He also exalts the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints. All saints. All his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him, praise ye Yahweh. So, Kala Yahweh.
Yeah. You want to get Daniel 7:18? The saints shall take the kingdom.
Oh, beautiful one.
Yeah, and that shows you that, you know, the Jakes were living in Cambridge, man. Because why would they have a place called All Saints?
And St. Andrew, St. Paul, so many roads go saints around it. This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So the Israelites are coming to take this kingdom, man. Whether they like it or whether they don't. Obadiah tells you that this place is gonna get, these Edomites are gonna get turned into shivers, man, shiverines, man.
Rubble.
Rubble and that.
The house of Jacob shall be a
That's
flame.
Revelations, like Salakia, innit? Revelations.
Obadiah 1:18, it says,
Turned into stubble.
yeah, we're gonna be.
But let's read the Obadiah one quickly.
Yeah, since Esau wants to be lurking around.
Yeah, a bit funny, man. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Yeah, man, they'll get turned to stubble, man. And we'll preset the stubble with Revelations.
Come on.
And Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and they shall be no more remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. So until they clean up all this rubble and stubble, yeah, there's gonna be no more remaining of these lot, man. They're gonna get wiped out. Like, what do you know about extinction? Like what they done to some of the Native Americans, that's what they done to some of the indigenous people in New Zealand, Australia, and that they literally extincted a whole people, a tribe of people. Like, that's what's going to happen to their nation. They're actually dying off right now as well. The young ones ain't forming no more babies. If you noticed, God is making them extinct. You know what I mean? That's why they can't make any babies no more, man. And this is something you can actually research yourself. If you don't believe the saints, if you don't believe us, research it yourself. You can see they're not really making any more babies, man. And this is Revelations. Is it Revelations? Is it 3? Salakia. It's Revelations 3, right?
About what?
Oh, no. Revelations 2 and 19. And I know thy works. And so, no, Salakia. I might have to bring up my sword, man. Salakia, yeah. Revelations 2 and 26. And he have overcome, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works
Until the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
As the vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. And I will give him the morning star. He that heareth an ear, he that haveth an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. So yeah, man, the church of Yahushua.
Look, Jesus Lane.
Yahushua Lane, man.
Let me see if I can get Jesus Lane, you know. That's a joke.
It's a stumbling block, man. Let's keep it, you know. So the real people that was ruling this country in the Byzantine Empire, there was called the Black Plague. They wiped out the black people. That's why it's got it there. They didn't Tipex that bit out and put the white prince, did they? They kept it there. That's the Black Prince, man. And this book here shows you the black kings and the black faces.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, sorry. Don't judge.
So Henry Stuart was the grandson of Henry VIII.
Oh yeah, we was trying to look hard, but you know, it's really hard to actually go into the unveiling of Henry VIII, man, because he was so famous. They've done a lot of
Covering up on him still,
but we found his grandnephew. Yeah, so this is or his nephew, and this is Henry Stuart. Yeah, and it says the Protestant Henry Stuart, also known as Lord Darnley, was the son of Matthew Stuart and Margaret Douglas, the daughter of Margaret Tudor, the sister of King Henry VIII. So this was
his grandson.
His nephew.
No, his grandson.
The sister of. Okay, yeah. And of England.
Yeah, his sister was the mother to his.
So that's his nephew, yeah. The sister of. This is the daughter.
The daughter of Margaret Tudor.
Yeah. Work it out.
Okay, look, it says the Protestant Henry Stuart, also known as Lord Darnley, was the son of Matthew Stuart and Margaret Douglas. So Margaret Douglas was the daughter of Margaret Tudor. Okay? The sister of King Henry VIII. So Margaret Tudor was his grandmother. So that means if she's the brother to Henry VIII, that means that Henry VIII was his grandfather.
Because his uncle.
Wait,
the sister of Henry VIII.
No, the sister of Henry VIII is the mother to his mother.
Yeah, that makes he's his grandnephew then. It's not going to be his son. It's going to be his nephew.
But it's was his grandnephew. Grandnephew.
It's a nephew.
But on the grand side, not no uncle. Because his mother, his mum, was the sister to Henry VIII.
Can't. See, we're working it out for you.
Can't.
Of England, Lord Darnley. Mother of the descent of William Douglas, Earl of. So basically, this is talking about Henry Stuart anyway. But he took that name because his mother was trying to honor the Henrys. You know what I mean? And you can tell he's the big nose, big lips. And now if you get a little zoom up there,
let's go forward.
And look,
walk ahead of me, pace up.
Even if you see it, it says, look, Black Prince. You know what I mean? We're trying to tell some of these reprobates that go to Cambridge University, but I don't think they're actually understanding what we're saying.
Nah, they don't care much for it, do they?
Dry bones,
you see, niggas ain't shit, man. Niggas don't care about stuff like that.
So can you see how he's got the fringes as well, the tassels? You know
I'm zooming in on the Black Prince.
Okay.
So the Black Prince was the father to King Richard II. Okay?
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, the Black Prince was also called Edward. His father was Edward III.
Yeah.
But he died, so his son
And we got Edward
took the
III
throne.
there.
Yeah. Oh, Edward III. Yeah, can't. Tells you, yeah. And that's meant to be Henry VIII up there, but obviously, when you zoom in, you can tell that's not him.
Notice how there's only the Elam girl taking pictures as well.
That's meant to be Henry VIII up there. Well, we don't believe that's Henry VIII because, they've done a couple. You could clearly see they've manipulated the team.
They do a mad.
Because look at his head. His head doesn't match the body. Can you see it? Can you see his head doesn't match the body? Can you see it?
Just doing anything, man.
The head is so small, and then the body is so big.
They've done really well, man.
Look at that, bro.
Well, man.
Esau, man.
With the architecture.
Oh boy.
They've done really well, man. Taking these.
Yeah. So Edward III, all right, like it says here. Edward III was the father of the Black Prince. I think it should say that. Is that Edward III, yeah?
Can't.
Okay, it says, you want to read it?
The Black Catholic Moorish King Edward III ruled England from AD 1327 to 1377. He was the elder son of Edward II, whose bloodline is traced to Henry I, whose wife was Edith Matilda. The Princess Edith was the daughter of the Scottish King Malcolm III, who was a descendant of Kenneth Dube, Niger.
Yeah, that just means nigger. That means black.
Yeah. There are some old portraits that exhibit Edward's grandfather. Edward III's judgment and military skills surpassed his father and grandfather. His reign restored England's prestige and economic growth. His sister Eleanor of Woodstock married the dark-skinned, renowned second, the Black. Wow, just called them the Black. King Edward III is the 17th great-grandson of Elizabeth II. Grandfather, sorry, the 17th great-grandfather of Elizabeth. So this book is really good cop. If you can get this book and you want to unveil the Byzantine empires and before this the plagues of their wicked system, this is gonna unveil so much stuff, man. By Dr. John L. Johnson. Yeah, it's a good cut, man. Hope they don't make it £2,000 like they did to the Russian Icons book,
This guy's a bit worried here, innit?
That's straight up Illuminati right there. You know what I mean? But we're not scared of no one. You know what I mean? Isaiah 54:17. Yeah, we're gonna roll with no weapons of carnal stuff, weapons of spiritual things.
And also, I want to say that this lion emblem was found on the Ashanti brass ewer. That when the British raided the Ashanti Empire, they found the three lions symbol on it.
We're coming home. We're coming. The Ashantis are coming home. Three lions on the Who are the lions for, man? The lions are for the Ashanti, the tribes of Judah, the Israelites. They're not for them. They're gonna get tanked in trouble with them long, lank,
Edward the Black Prince,
big
boy,
and the leprosy skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they won't even let us in there, bro. In our own building.
We're gonna go in there.
No, you reckon?
Oh no, we gotta leave them, man. We don't even need to go in.
They said visitors are not allowed or something.
Forget them, man. We can pay another.
What should we ask? Should we ask if we can have a tour?
We got money, man. We just splash them Esau's money, innit? And we just go in there, innit?
Oh, £3 for adults. Oh, you can actually go in.
Do we wanna go in there? I say we dust off.
It says the library is open, bruv. Let's go in there, man.
Go in there.
Come on, man.
Alright.
Let's go in there, bruv. Because the last time I come here, it said it's closed.
To be continued.
So that's the spirit.
To be continued.
Shalom. you got any change on you?
Should we get some?
No, I'm just asking you. Yeah, it's just asking you.
Just two? Yeah. £6 in, please.
I'll get some change.
No, don't worry about
Thank
it,
you.
brother.
10. 20. Your change. All right.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Right, that's good then.
This for us, mate.
Yeah, that's for you. It's like your ticket and it's a guide as well. It shows you where you can go.
Get another one.
Yeah, you can have another.
Nice.
All right.
Let's start filming.
Well, we're here.
Trinity College, founded by Henry VIII.
Trinity, you know.
Henry VIII was a so-called black man from Ghana.
And that's why, you know, this looks like something out of a Harry Potter film, isn't it?
Quidditch.
And you can see the top hat guys.
The top hat guys.
I think we should be careful with the filming.
Hey, look. That. Yeah. They're filming, bruv.
He's filming. Yeah, so don't come to us and tell us anything. We paid our money to do this, you know?
Bruv, it's our building, fam, and we still got to pay to get in.
Relax, man.
They use us as an exhibition still.
Tell us to stop. It's funny.
So basically, I spoke to the guy last week, and he was telling me that this is the oldest part of the building because the other side was renovated 200 years ago. So that's when Esau came and done his own little.
Get that bit. Look at them.
Not sure.
Edward. It could be Charles or Edward, man. Because if they got Edward at the front,
Yeah.
that could be him there, isn't it? With Elizabeth.
Female worship, though. Female worship, innit?
Nah, they got one woman there who's like, because Queen Elizabeth, innit? She was the second one. They did the same thing in the Ashanti when they did Ashantois, innit?
Yeah, Santua.
Santua, yeah. The female thing. Let's have a little show.
Really, her name should be Yahweh. Santua. Yahwada.
Yeah, how would that come?
But she made it Yah for short, innit? But it still shows that she's a Jake. Look at Elon, man.
There's a little pattern they got. Imagine what over here. And they got people in Mozambique. And they got people all around the world that has flooded out and no water and no food. And I think that they're going to be alright. And the judgments and these things are going to come. Shit themselves from the country. I think the Most High was saving this place.
Spiritual nuking.
And look, that's the spirit we're talking about. Yeah, if the clocks run out, clocks left, we'd have to use sundials, man.
Come on. Alright, let's move this way.
What about them people there?
Hey, he's not too happy to talk to us, is he?
No, I don't think so. But we don't want
I think they know.
I don't even want to go all around this place.
Right, Edwards. Nah, you can tell they put that there themselves. Look at that. You can see the scratches on the side, didn't it? Whatever was in there, they took it out. So who's that supposed to be? 1377. Edward the Third. Nah, I don't think so. Because don't forget, it said it in there. He ruled from, was it 1300s?
Yeah, 1377.
So what are they trying to say? This is Edward, yeah? But can you see the scratches on the side of the building? You could tell whatever was there before, they must have moved that out. And then they went and done their own thing.
Zoom in, 1377. See it there?
Oh, so that's meant to be
13,
Edward the Third. 1377. So that's supposed to be Edward the Third up there. Nah. I don't believe it.
I don't think so.
Esau done his own modification. That's why the Edomite wasn't happy to see us here, innit?
He wasn't ready for seeing us.
He wasn't happy, man. He was like,
No, mate. That's the only building you're allowed in, mate. You're not allowed in here, mate.
So we're gonna go in there. We're gonna dissect it. You know what I mean?
hey, we got to read one strict precept. The earth is, they cover up the faces.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Or even we done that last time. Have you got the Apocrypha?
come on.
Alright, get Maccabees instead. Maccabees 348. Moab in that. Moab is always walking around with their cameras, innit?
Yeah, they love the snapping, innit? They don't really get to leave the foggy infested country.
Ni ha ho, ni ha ta. Timo ka. Ka ni shu ho.
This is Maccabees
348.
3 and verse 40. Verse Maccabees.
Yeah, Khan.
Chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen have sought to paint the likeness of their images. Look at that, man. And then,
Just like they did with Yahushai.
and then the bells started ringing.
Right after you read that. That's the spirit, man.
Like, wake up, man. You know now.
Wake up, fam. The trumpet is sounding on you, Jakes.
Bells start ringing. Yeah, man. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. The bells start ring. We start find out and we start trampling. Yeah, they're booyakas for them.
Well. What do we have here, Ark?
We got the eagle and the lion. We got the unicorn and the lion. We got the dragon and the lion. You notice how they've always got a lion.
They always, but they're not the three lions, though, are they?
But they're trying to mix the lion.
You know who the three lions are? Benjamin, Levi, and Judah.
Southern Kingdom.
That's the three lions, man. Because they were ruling these idols. That's what people need to realize. Edomites ain't no three lions, man.
Got these dumb statues.
Dumb graven images. And plus, yeah, it's funny how they got the curly hair. But where did they get that from? He looks like what? He wants to kill himself.
Stressed out already, man.
He's thinking about slavery, he's like,
Thinking about how much.
I don't want to go. Look at his face. He's thinking about how much shit he's going to have to...
Satan knows they've got but a short time left. He knows this. You know what I mean? Look at this. They're trying to light the two candlesticks that's written in Revelations with the witnesses, you know that? And they've got the eagle. Though they exalt themselves
as the eagle.
They've got the scriptures there with the eagle. Look, okay. 2 witnesses. Oh, okay, so that's where the 2 witnesses are. This guy.
Calm. You see, so they've set up the court basically like how the Most High set up in the Shemayim.
But if you zoom up there, you know what Alpha Omega is, right? It should be Alpha and Tha. A to Tha, A to Tha. But they got A to O. You see that?
They got a pyramid up there as well.
Zoom it into that, bro.
Yeah, let me zoom it in. Can you see the pyramid up there? I think that's the furthest it can go. You can see though.
That's enough for them, man. They don't
Yeah.
want to see that anyway.
That's a triangle, isn't it?
That's the Illuminati, bro. That's the Freemason Illuminates. Look at the little...
And look at the checkered floor as well. Checkered floor.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
He that is spiritual understanding of these things.
Well,
Who is that? Is that Angel Makaya? Makaya Allah?
I doubt it. Maya Ka'ala
They
basically.
got him looking like a eagle.
I don't know.
They're disrespect.
And they got babies
A
up
man of
there.
war, innit? Who's the angel of it's not, that's definitely trying to be the depiction of mine.
Yeah, they done a few modifications in here still.
Look at that.
Yeah, I know. They done a couple modifications up in this biatch.
Yeah, that's fresh glass, man.
That's definitely fresh glass. Can you not see the paint? Clean paint, bruv. They customized it, fam.
Anyway, wickedness, man. Wickedness, man. Look, they got fire extinguishers there ready because
They know it's gonna blow. Can't. Oh boy. That's the only building you're allowed in, mate.
You're allowed to see the Illuminati.
That's the only building you're allowed in, mate.
We don't really want it. I knew it was some spiritual wickedness in this place, man. After we was the ones ruling and then they took it over. You know what I mean? This is where you said to go.
The library. Let's go to the library and see some of them books.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, go on.
You got a spiritual understanding of all these things, man. In the Hebrew, yeah, the triangle is the sign for da. So 2 das is da, wa, da. That means David, okay? So that's D and D. Davada. Shield of David. Okay?
Oh.
Judah, man. Lines of Judah, man.
Yeah, Judah was here, man. That's well.
This place is not something. I can just feel the vibration of wickedness. That's why we've got to stay strong in the spirit, you know, man. Seriously.
Can't.
Because this place.
Too much wickedness in Cambridge, boy.
Shalom. Like in a shanty sort of like sculpture. If you look at the old faces that they had and the little marks that they used to make. I don't know if you can step on this grass, but
let's walk up the stairs, innit?
If you see up there, can you see that one over there?
Wait.
That one there.
That's it. Let me zoom in as much as I can.
But not just that one there, that one over on the side there.
Yeah, can't. That's
really.
That's a Jake, man. Can you see that? That's a Jake.
And it's even got a little Mitri on. Or Mitri and Cambridge. Look at the mouth. What sort of mouth looks like that? No Edomite mouth.
Yeah.
Look at this faggot, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't spray your AIDS, man.
And that's how you know Jake was ruling, man. Because why would Esau have a Jake on the ting, bruv?
Is he wearing fucking high heels, man?
Yeah, so this fountain was definitely built
way before.
Yeah, before Esau come here, man.
And try to rebuild the thing.
Because that's, you see, they always leave one thing that they think you ain't gonna figure out.
Architecture arc on the different buildings. Look at the castle, the fort there. Look at there's the brick and the cement there, and then look at the reconstruction. Look at the fort. The brickwork's all been
tampered, yeah.
Tampered with.
Huh.
Now they've done some messing up.
Because the heathens, innit? They move in, they do what they want. So what they done in Spain, they burned down what the walls built. They couldn't even appreciate the beauty of the mastery of the architecture. They burned all the records and everything. These people are just animals, but they ain't to be put in a cage, man. No one can't tell.
The birth of the Moors really done all their architecture. They done it in Timbuktu. You know what I mean? All them guys had so much, and he weren't. A lot of people.
Oh look, a Jake works here. You know, look.
A lot of people are saying the Mansa Musa was the richest.
Hey, can you see that Jake? That's working here. There's always a Jake here, innit?
A lot of people like to say Mansa Musa was the richest black man. Well, that's a lie. King Solomon was the richest black man, or the richest Israelite to run this world. Okay, and he still is known. Yeah, so stop trying to say anyone else except King Solomon. Some respect on the Israelites, man. Yeah?
So what do you think about that bullshit that he saw inside there, man?
Yeah, it was what can we say, man? It was just that we had to do this. We had to do this. It was time. I'm so focused on the architecture. If you're looking, you see, how we've got the red bricks here and the bricks here and how they've had to reconstruct. You know what I mean? Because you know Yahweh Shai was a carpenter. You know what I mean? Hashan's a carpenter, I'm an electrician, so we like construction, you know what I mean? We like to do these things, you know? Construct things and that. But he that is spiritual understands all things and like that was in there was some wickedness and, you know what I mean? There was a one Jake there, and as soon as I opened my mouth and I said, oh yeah, I doubt it's got any artifacts like how Freemasons Lodge has in the library they have here. Talking about Winnie the Pooh and gold crave.
And they were acting bare nervous, you know. Them guys must be wicked, man.
They must have been.
They're wicked as hell, bruv.
We had plans to actually go somewhere for 2 o'clock to catch the train, but you know what? We said, why don't we just stay and deal with it properly? You know what I mean? Patience of the saints, so we can edify the people properly, man. So
yeah, there's a next one, you know.
Can we go that?
Yeah, let's roll.
The library's closed anyway.
Yeah, the library's.
Yeah, we can
It's like a map, innit?
No patience for Esau, so we're gonna get you quickly. We're gonna be patient to get you. We're gonna get you within an hour. It'll be done, okay? Not a long thing, real quick. Alright. So this is how we're gonna get them. Like we got Yahweh over here, Levites over here, we got some Ashkenaz over there, the Amalekis, some Moabites over there, and we're gonna move the pieces and make sure Yahweh Shai is guiding us correctly, you know. That's some Yahweh Shai. They're gonna sing a new song, but they sing them.
It's bare gooks here, innit? Look. Bare gooks.
So look at the thing. Cambridge, man. I was surprised. I didn't know it was gonna be like this, man. I haven't really toured out of London, you know. Not like they stay in the hood, like I'm always been that guy, man. In the ghetto.
In the ends, innit? So you don't get caught slipping.
The ghetto can't leave me, man.
Hey, you know there's certain man in the ends, they've never left, you know. They've been on the block.
I just stay in North London. I moved about. Look, Jehovah. You're right.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, no, I don't really shake hands.
Oh, don't you? Okay, that's right.
Just in case there's a lot of germs in that.
Yeah, that's right. That's understandable. Yeah.
AIDS in that, you know what I mean?
它是属于那个不是正经读学位来。
You can help yourself if you want free literature.
I don't really like reading pamphlets and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, but yeah, peace win. I always see new ones like got new signs like the seven secrets and all of that.
Oh, family life.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
I always see new ones. What's this one about?
We have different subjects on our website. So if you go to our website, jw.org.
No, you're out here. Don't just use the shortcuts. Talk to us about it. What's your evangelist?
We're here to actually do this. We're here to like show people that there's a website that we want to have.
That's all you're meant to do.
We're here to ask, we're here to discuss with people as well, briefly, but we have mainly we directing people to the website because people they can ask.
You saying one thing and she's saying another thing. You said that you're only here to judge people to the website. You're saying that you can briefly give them information.
My bad.
Are you lying? Nah. The Bible says something about false witnesses, right? You're on the same page.
We're married.
We got each other's backs.
Be the man, yeah? Wear the trousers, okay? Don't let her construct the argument.
Yeah, you have a really bad idea, man.
No, because you just made a lie, innit?
No, she didn't make a lie. She's absolutely She's absolutely right. We are instructed to not get into lengthy discussions with people, but to direct them to the website because lots of people come by there. They might want to chat to us for a long time, but we're here to show the information that's there.
Well, how long have you got? Is there? I got a stopwatch. How long do we have?
What do you want to discuss? You think that there will ever be peace on the earth?
How long do I have with you? 5 minutes, 2 minutes? So I don't want to break your rules.
We're not doing any time for a conversation or something like that. It's not like that.
Sure that I don't break your rules. You're not having lengthy conversations. What's the length of the conversation? There's no time. All right, that's cool.
Like but
so
we just
peace when? I don't know. You're meant to. When is it? Be peace.
Well, the Bible says that God's kingdom is going to come and bring peace. So that's what we're looking forward to.
So do you know who's going to have the peace? The whole earth.
Will be filled with peace. Yeah, that's what Jesus said.
So he doesn't say that he's going to come. But you got Luke chapter 12 and verse 51.
Or the one about peace.
There's going to be a two-edged sword.
Do you want me to read the one about peace?
He said he came to
in Isaiah 2. Because it says, when will peace come?
Yeah,
so I got the answer for it.
Isaiah 2, yes, Salakia. That's when peace will come on the earth, isn't it? When the Israelites go back into their homeland. All right, then read it.
All right, Isaiah chapter 2 and verses 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established to the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways, and we shall walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord. Out of Zion shall go forth the law.
Zion is?
Zion is talking about Mount Zion, and in the Bible it's talking about the heavenly kingdom. That's what Mount Zion.
All right, that's your thing. That's your thing.
And the word of the Lord from Jerusalem, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
So
beautiful prophecy that.
So is that prophecy happened?
No, not yet. No, we're looking forward to that happening very soon when God's kingdom starts to rule over the earth.
Give me the Luke quickly.
Which one do you want?
The Luke 12:51. Because before there's going to be peace on the earth, he's came as a lamb, but then obviously the Romans they put him on a cross, innit? Because the real Israelites, not the Amalek, not the children of Ashkenazis, the real Israelites, they forsake him, innit? You know what I mean? Israelites are the brown.
That's why he said the kingdom will be taken away from you and given to a nation bearing its fruits, you know?
Yeah, that's who the Amaleks are.
Of Jesus' teachings. So now anyone can come to God, not just
Alright, we're gonna show you that.
Alright, this is Luke chapter 12 verse 49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? Question mark. I tell you no,
so you
but rather division.
Peace. When? Question mark, right? This is when?
Suppose ye that I have come to give peace on earth? Question mark. I tell you no, but rather division.
There's going to be division, like you just said.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's going to be together. That's not what Jesus Christ said.
But that's the ultimate goal, and you can see that all the way through the scriptures.
That's what
Jesus said.
Keep reading. Rather division.
Division, and it's true, it did. Because look, they killed him in the end. So you're right.
Look. Hear what I'm saying? The Romans asked the Israelites, "Is this your king?" So the Romans weren't even going to kill him. It was up to us. So he's not your king. He's the Israelites' king. You're Romans, innit? Your fathers are Romans, innit?
The Romans. It doesn't matter where we're from. It doesn't matter.
Europeans, Italians, Romans.
What matters is that
like you don't. Romans right now. You know the Pope's kissing the feet of the black people. You know that, right?
I don't know. I don't really pay much interest to the Pope, to be honest.
The Pope's kissing the feet of the black people. Do you know that?
Oh no.
I'm sure
he kisses lots of people.
No, you don't. You don't. People come up to him and kiss his ring.
Yeah.
But now he's now kissing the feet of the Israelites now.
Well, we don't believe in the Pope. We're not Catholics.
It doesn't matter.
We don't follow any humans.
Look.
Our Jesus is our follower.
Look. The Pope is the the hierarchy of your JW.
So what's your, no, he's not at all. We don't believe in the Pope. We believe that the Pope is the Antichrist.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, we're totally different from any Catholic religion or any other Christian
So
religion.
do you know why the Antichrist is now bowing down to the real people?
I have no idea.
Because they know things, innit? They've hidden things for a long time, and now they know that they need to start paying up.
It's right. You're right. The Catholic Church has done some terrible things.
They need to start paying up, man. Like, even like you know, like your forefathers, right?
But Jesus said.
You know your forefathers, right? If you cared about Jesus so much, you wouldn't have put other people into slavery, like your forefathers, innit? You know what I mean? Because my forefathers were whipped, and I've watched Roots. I've watched Goodbye Uncle Tom, and it wasn't nice. I started crying when I watched that. And I thought, wow, you lot are fucking wicked, man, to actually do that. If your great granddad was here right now, he would need a big slap in the face. Because wow, my great grandfather, you know what I mean, he'll be upset with you. So now I'm gonna have to like kind of hold on to that, because the Bible tells me to hold on to that. It says, remember, oh Edom, remember in Psalms.
But you know, Jesus was slapped, he was ridiculed, and then what did he say at the end, Father?
Yeah, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teach what he teached, yeah, so that I can get slapped in the face. Yeah, and I'm gonna do it unapologetic.
We've already been slapped in the face, though.
Yeah, I'll just
many
keep doing
times.
I'll just keep doing it until I get more slaps and more slaps. I like the slaps.
Our brothers are also being persecuted.
Your guys are not getting persecuted. You're not. You're not. That's a lie.
Psalms 137 verse 7.
Jehovah's Witnesses in Russia being beaten, being suffocated in Russia.
His name isn't Jay. Jay's 500 years old. So you're calling his name in vain anyway. So that's not his name.
Read it in the Bible. It's written over 2,000 times in the Hebrew scriptures.
It's not written in J. J come around 500 years ago.
The Hebrew letters.
I'll get the blue letter Bible.
There's no Hebrew. There's no Hebrew with J in there. That's a lie.
We're not here to have debates.
Wait. Does Hebrew have J in there?
No, of course, because it's a different alphabet.
So why are you saying it's written Jehovah in the Hebrew?
Jesus is the same. Jesus' name was not Jesus.
I know.
That's an English translation of the name. You know,
so that's calling upon his name in vain. That's calling the wrong guy. If I said Tony scored the goals and I'm calling him now Pony, I'm saying ponies are scoring the goals. I'm not saying Tony scored the goals. So you're saying the name in vain. You're giving the wrong praises to the wrong person.
Wouldn't it be better to use a name even if it's not 100% accurate?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that anyway. Don't worry about the name anyway. You're calling the name wrong because you don't have the name. The name wasn't given to you. It's given to the Israelites.
Right, this is Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Remember the Edomites, yeah? He's saying don't forget them. He's not saying there's going to be peace in the earth. He's going to come and separate the sheep from the goats.
Yeah, baby.
In the day that Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed.
Who art to be what?
Who art to be destroyed.
Edomites are going to be destroyed in Obadiah chapter 1. In Obadiah, that whole chapter is talking about the Edomites. No, they're still here today. Esau is red and hairy all over. The Edomites, the red ones are still here. We're the brown ones because we're not black. You're the red ones because you're not white. Look, this is the colour of white. Look, her skin's red and that looks white. So you're the red people and we are the brown people.
I prefer to not look into colour of skin because I think it doesn't matter. You know what matters?
It does matter. Let's read what the Bible says about you.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
So these little babies are going to get dashed to the little stones.
Talking about Babylon, the destruction of Babylon.
So you're saying when is there going to be peace? Is there peace now? No. So we've got to remember what you've done to us, and then sooner or later,
I don't appreciate the way you're talking to
the Bible's saying that.
No, it's not.
The Bible just said, happy thou shalt be. Read it again.
I think it's time for you
Read it again. Read the Bible. Let's read the Bible. Psalms. Read the Bible again. Psalms 137. This is coming from the Bible, you know. Have you got a Bible?
Yeah, but you're twisting, of course.
I'm not twisting the Bible. It says, remember.
You're twisting the scriptures.
Look. See what it says there? It says, remember, O Lord, the children of who? Edom. In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it unto the foundations thereof. Daughter of Babylon, who ought to be
destroyed.
Destroyed.
Babylon was destroyed.
Happy shall they be. But you're just trying to say.
No. In Edom, the Edomites didn't rule in Babylon. This is talking about today.
He's talking about.
The Babylonians were the Ethiopians. I know what you're talking about, but here it says the Edomites.
You're talking about Nebuchadnezzar.
Was Nebuchadnezzar Edomite?
Where was the Nebuchadnezzar reigning? Where was Babylon?
In the Middle East.
So where are we now? So the people, it doesn't, because now the people that are ruling the world, the wicked ones, are the human beings. Because there's a story, we're talking about the story of Babylon. There was a head that was Nebuchadnezzar, there was the chest that was the Syrian, and Cyrus the wasteman, yeah, in the Medo-Persian Empire. Then there was the wasteland that was called the brass part, yeah, and he was called Alexandria. Then there was the iron feet, that's the Roman Empire, and then now the feet,
Anglo-American world power.
The feet are the
Anglo-American world power.
The English people, fam. The Americans. Yeah, you're right. So you are the ones we have to remember.
It is talking about political.
The Bible's telling us to remember what you're you are the iron and the clay, the Brexit Empire.
When you say me, I don't.
The Brexit Empire.
You're the Brexit Empire. That's what we gotta call it now, isn't it? Because Brexit is now separating itself from the other European countries. That's talking about the iron and the clay.
That's why Jehovah's Witnesses do not get involved in politics.
You can't get involved. You can't get involved because the Bible says you're not meant to. Psalms 50.
Exactly.
Psalms 50. You're not meant to get involved with the Bible.
So
you're not allowed to get involved.
You're talking to the wrong people.
No, we're talking to the correct people. We're remembering the Edomites because we are meant to stand up for faith. Yeah. You're pushing the false guy. J is not his name. There's no J in our Hebrew. Read it. Remember Psalms 50.
Psalms 50 and 16, but unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Unto the wicked, unto the Jehovah wickedness, what have you to do to declare the statutes of the Most High? Go on, keep reading.
It says, but unto the wicked Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth.
Alright, and we're going to give all praises
to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kodash.
And that we just
running them out of town.
Wipe our feet with that.
You know, like the one in 7, running them off the block. Run Esau off the block, fam. There you go.
They had to flee.
Kids, man.
Look how quick they ran. Where did they go?
They're over there, bro. Too much heat, man. They've never heard the scriptures get break down like this before.
Yeah,
never.
Confounded be them that pray to idols, man.
Look, she's turning red, fam. Look.
Yeah, man. Don't worry. You needed that. You needed that. Now you know what you've got yourself into. You know what I mean? You got yourself into some wickedness, and now you're going to get judgment. That's it, the Bible, okay? You needed to hear that. We'll have to get up if I'm coming.
Nah, it's cool. There's a next one over there still.
You say no more Jehovah Witnesses.
Running them off the block, innit?
Yeah, man.
Running them off. That's cool, man. I don't give a damn, bro. Shit. The wrong person is here, fam.
You said it already.
These lot are not letting us in, you know. Look at how they're guarding this place.
This is the library.
They are not gonna let us in there, bro.
No, they're not.
Security is tight still. Okay, so that's Henry VIII up there. I'm walking to him now.
Oh, there's another one.
Dum dum da rum. Dum dum da rum. Can you see him up there? Look.
We went to the Most High, a new song, man.
Yeah?
No, they were telling us the truth. You could jump on.
I'm gonna set up the stand now, yeah? That's Henry VIII up there.
How are we gonna do it?
He was king at the age of 18. Wicked.
There's like the deep chores that they have to drive.
Right, with Hebrew Israelites, we're doing it on location for Henry VIII. Some of you know him as the so-called, I'll say so-called Edomite king of England.
that had 6 wives, yeah, chopped off. But a lot of people don't realize Henry VIII was actually a Jacob. Okay? Because in the scripture it talks about Jacob ruling for 1,000 years. Okay? Even what's his name? King James, the guy who authorized the King James 1611 Bible, his era was known as the Jacobus. That goes back to Jacob. That's why under the king's throne is called Jacob's pillar, right? That means, you know, so the crown has 12 stones on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, get John 8 and 32.
And verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
Right, it says, and ye shall know the truth. Read.
And the truth shall make you free.
Right. So that's what we're doing. We're bringing out truth, man. You know, we went to Lichfield Cathedral. Brought out King Charles II. Right. King Charles II. His nickname was what? I think I understand.
Charles II.
Yeah, so King Charles II's nickname was Black Boy, right? And he's gonna read it here because basically, if King Charles was a so-called black, common sense should tell you that King James was black as well, right? Because that's King James' grandson. And we, you know, there's always gonna be that bit of doubt where you feel. Just have a little look and see. So when we got down there, we actually realized that Charles II was actually a black man. And when we got to the cathedral, you know, his nose was knocked off, right? I wonder why the nose was knocked off. Someone's trying to hide something, as far as I'm aware. You know what I mean? So we're doing the on location for Henry VIII, even though but you know, we connect the dots. You know, we connect the dots because I think one of his grandsons was called the Black Prince, right? And also we brought out Henry Stewart. Henry Stewart was a so-called black man as well, and his grand uncle was Henry VIII. Because Henry Stewart's mom was the sister to Henry VIII. You understand? So yeah, we're getting somewhere with this. I mean, it's hard to pull out the information now because you know the Edomites have just covered up the faces of the judges there, man. We've got to puzzle it together, man. Once we puzzle it together, I hope we can put it in a frame, you know, and then lamentate it and laminate it, you know, cry on it and laminate it. But yeah, he's gonna read about Charles II. So
this is Charles II, the black president and Catholic King Charles II was the son of Charles I, who was beheaded in 14 AD, 1649. Prior to the death of his father, the young prince exiled to France to live among the Medics, who were of his mother's side. While residing in France, a parliamentary exhibited a wanted poster throughout England of his arrest. The poster referred him to a tall black man. Charles's nickname while living in England was Black Boy. Was Black Boy.
Yeah, you see, so it says Charles II's nickname was Black Boy. You know, there's even an inn in where's that place, man? Is it Scotland? There's an inn in Scotland called Black Boy Inn. So explain that. Charles, man. You know what I mean? So you can't get around it because look, if you go down to Lichfield Cathedral, you can clearly see from the face that some damage, significant damage was done. But still, you can tell it was a Jacob because of the jawline and that, you know. But with Henry VIII, it's a bit difficult, you know, a bit more difficult to bring out the facts. But overall, we've got enough evidence here, you know what I mean?
And the truth shall make you free.
Right, so we're bringing out the truth, man. Yeah. We're shaking the dust off because the Most High said the truth shall come out. And unfortunately, we're the people that he chose to get 12 and 2 because I know a lot of people are salty to see us do this, but it's what it is, man. The time has come for people to know real history.
And people will say, oh, you're reaching. Yeah, of course we're reaching. Because it says, blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be fulfilled.
Yeah.
So we're going to reach for our righteousness.
And also, what's her name? Queen Charlotte Sophia, right? Had an afro. No one still has explained how she got the afro. Because I ain't never seen an Edomite with an afro before.
Why? They got donkeys on the street. Donkey hair, horse hair.
So, and also, what's his name? King Edward VI. Okay, we had a coin of it, right? And when you look at the coin, I mean, the evidence is there for you to see. And straight up,
and this is Luke chapter 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known.
Yeah, that's it. Neither hid that shall not be known. Because, you know, Esau has taken his time to cover up all of these, you know, the evidence of us ruling the British Isles. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh, we're bringing it out, you know? Because, hey, this is where they publish all the Bibles, right? You know, on the Apocrypha it says, published by the Cambridge Press. So this is where they do all the books to send around the world, man. So obviously the people that are publishing these books, they've read the verses and they know that the Lord said he was going to rise up the tabernacle of David again. The house of David, all right? The southern kingdom. He said he was going to rise us up. But before that happens, we've got to break strongholds with the truth. We've got to bring the truth out, because that's what we're doing. We're breaking strongholds, man.
Sure. That's why them Jehovah wickednesses, they were saying that when's the peace going to be? But I'm like, all right, there's going to be peace that the brother brought out in Isaiah 2 and 2. But before that happens, you lot got to do a lot of, you got judgment to pay. So the bill's been risen up, and someone's got to cash out. Someone needs to collect that bill, man.
Can't. So yeah, you could get 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, because the whole point of this is just to show that Jake ruled England, okay? And even though they're not going to give us our place in history, it's all good, man. Because if you read history, when it talks about the so-called West Africans, they say our history started with slavery. But that's not true.
That's the rubbish.
Because before slavery even happened, we was the kings and the queens of England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, and so on and so forth.
The cup of King Richard, right?
Yeah, King Richard II, yeah, he had a cup, right? When the British raided the Ashanti Palace in the 1800s, they found King Richard II's cup in the palace. And if you go on Wikipedia and you look up the Ashanti era, they say they don't know how it ended up in the Ashanti Palace, but hang on. It's meant to be their cup, right? They're saying, you know, if you go on any media outlet, any social media outlet, they tell you that the so-called Europeans were ruling England. Fair enough. So why can't they explain how King Richard II's cup ended up in the Ashanti Palace? Because King Richard was from the west coast of Africa.
The Free Lions.
And the Free Lions, you know what the Free Lions represents? It represents the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, and the tribe of Levi. That's the southern kingdom, because when King Solomon transgressed against the Most High split the kingdom in two. And King Solomon was a black man. Okay, get Song of Solomon 1 and 5. King Solomon was the black man that broke the laws of the Lord. So the Heavenly Father split the kingdom in two. So you've got the Negro tribes, and then you've got the Latino tribes, which are in the Americas. The Native Americans are the Latin tribes, and then you've got the tribe of Judah, which is the Negro tribes in West Africa. The Nigerians, the Ghanaians, are basically the people that were on the, you know the ships that was sent to America?
Yeah.
Those are the Israelites, because it's in Deuteronomy. It said in Deuteronomy that was going to happen. So that's just Bible prophecy, right?
It's the Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, from verse 5. I am black, but comely.
Yeah, so King Solomon was a so-called black man, right? I know you watch the movies and they tell you Solomon was white, blah, blah, blah. But that's okay, that's just propaganda. Because the Israelites are coming out off the cotton field now. They don't, you know, the Israelites don't really control anything in society right now. This society is run by the Edomites. Okay?
I want to get a piece of that.
Yeah, so people need to understand that the history books have lied. So what they're teaching you in your colleges and your universities needs to be addressed. And every time we want to talk to these Bible scholars and these literature scholars, they don't want to have a proper discourse. So we just got to keep making the videos until someone steps up to the plate to want to address the issue of the faces of the judges being covered, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 22. Therefore thus saith the Lord, who redeemed Abraham concerning the house of Jacob, Jacob shall not now be ashamed, neither shall their face now wax pale.
So that's talking about the sons of Jacob. Basically, the sons of Jacob were not going to be pale complexion, because if you go to Numbers, when the Most High struck Miriam with leprosy, Aaron said, my Lord, lay not this sin upon us. Let her not be as one dead. Okay, that's how we used to refer to people that had pigmentation back in the day. But now, it's the beauty, the emblem of beauty is to be, have a fairer complexion.
To look like them dogs.
You understand? But things are about to change. You know how Killmonger said in Black Panther, the world is about to start over. That's true, man. The world is about to start over. The Israelites are coming up, and then the Edomites are going down. The other nations are just the extras. You know, just to keep the globe, you know how the Most High said, I'm not going to consume all the nations at once. I'm gonna consume them little by little, so the beasts of the field don't multiply over you. That's what the other nations are for. Because hey, if we were the only people in this world, you have certain places that will be untamed. Like the trees won't be cut. Who's gonna be cutting the trees? Who's gonna be, like serving? Because man needs to do
the Most High knows all the pain that we've gone through, and the saints that are patiently waiting. He's giving them a little fun to play with. He's not just gonna use the winds and the hills and the weapons to kill all of them. He knows that the saints want to party as well, man.
Yeah, man, the Most High has been merciful. Because hey, let's keep it real. When Jake was ruling in the Dark Ages, what was Jake doing? Jake was having sex with Edomite women, man. Because if you look at a lot of the images of the so-called kings and queens of England, you notice they've got what do they call it? Is it Coolio?
Creole.
Coolie, yeah, they got the coolie head, because even in America, the Jakes in America, they say, oh, I need to get me a white boy so I can have that good hair.
And then even the Benjamites as well, the people in the West.
And the Benjamites are the worst. They'll take anything. They'll take any. Yeah. They'll take a Benjamite will take an Edomite that looks terrible. But then the child comes out looking nice, so they're thinking, I'd rather do that. It's self-hatred, really. Really, we can't really blame the Edomites, They just did what they had to do while we was malfunctioning.
Even the Moabites, you got Michael Jordan taking the Moabites. You got the King Solomon's within us, man. You know what I mean? We'll just take all these different nations, man.
Yeah, man. So like I'm saying, man, you Jakes that was ruling the Dark Ages, you guys didn't do yourself justice. The Most High told you not to make marriages with the other nations. That was the first key. Get that in Joshua chapter 23 and verses 11 actually. Because what you need to understand is when you start intermarrying among the heathen nations, it makes you weak. Because now we're trying to uncover Henry VIII, but it's hard for you to even find a picture of him that looks like a Jake. Because a lot of the Jakes that were ruling in the Dark Ages, a lot of them had, like we said, coolie hair, man. Like King Charles II, even though he was a so-called black man, but he had that curly, that long curly hair. So Esau can take that and say, you see, that's an Edomite. All he has to do is just make a few modifications on the skin tone. So a lot of these busts, he can get away with, pretending like it's him. It's kind of like Kate Middleton, right? Kate Middleton's, is it Kate Middleton?
I'm not sure.
No, not Kate Middleton. What's William's wife's name? Meghan Markle, right? Let's take Meghan Markle for instance. Meghan Markle's mom is a so-called black man, and her dad is a so-called white man. But Meghan Markle, if they were to paint a picture of her in 100 years' time, they'll tell you she was an Edomite. She is an Edomite, but I'm just trying to say, anytime Jake has children with the Edomites,
they'll whitewash them out.
They'll whitewash them out because if you look at Charlotte Sophia had an afro, man. But they still try to paint her white.
Faces of the judges there, right? So this is Joshua chapter 23 and verse 12. Else if ye do in any wise go back and cleave unto the remnant of those nations.
And hey, you can't say Jake didn't do that because we've seen a whole bunch of pictures of where Jake had Edomites just packed up in the room, right? Just waiting to fornicate and that. Because even Charles II, look how many illegitimate children Charles II had. He had so many mistresses and all those mistresses were so-called white people, man. So you niggas can't even complain about what's happening right now because you're architects of your own downfall. They made it easy for the Edomites to come in power.
That's another cut for saying all the Jakes are niggers. Are Negroes.
Yeah, that's a lie, man. That's a lie.
There's a confusion of faces whether you like it or you don't, man.
Because a lot of these Italians here that you see, a lot of these Italians are actually Israelites, man. You understand? Because one thing you have to realize is that the Holy Roman Empire, it was basically Jakes that had mixed among the heathen.
I'm talking about the Lacedaemonians.
Lacedaemonians, yeah, can't. The Spartans, the Spartans weren't jet black like us. They probably, had some features of Esau, man. Look at Rio Ferdinand's daughter. Rio Ferdinand's daughter looks like an Edomite, but she's a Jake though.
So there you go. Even these that remain among you and shall make marriages with them.
Yeah, because we hate ourselves so much. We just don't want to have children that look like us. But then when it comes to history and your black ass gets wiped out, then you get mad.
And go in unto them and they unto you. Know for certainly that with the Most High your power will no more drive out any of these nations from before you, but they shall snares and traps unto you, and scourges in your sides.
And that's what's happening to us today, because right now we're in Cambridge and people just think we're just a bunch of niggas
just laughing at us.
Yeah, they're laughing at us, but that's okay though, because like I said, if we didn't do what we did back in the Dark Ages, we wouldn't have ended up here, man. Ultimately, it was Bible prophecy, but at the same time, what I'm trying to say is, if we had followed what the scripture was saying, we wouldn't have ended up where we are today, man. In the multitude of the heathen, but these heathens, none of them respect us. I guarantee you, if you ask any of these heathens, niggas standing over there, making a video, they're gonna say, they're just some niggas, man.
That's why it's like, Jake, Israel, we have to humble ourselves at all times. Now we've come to this knowledge, we don't have to use it and try and be proud or boastful or exalt ourselves, at all times, lamentations, humbling, fasting, praying, and crying unto the Most High.
Yeah, because I'll keep it real. In the Dark Ages, we was doing some wickedness, man. Okay, Henry VIII, how many wives did this nigga have? He had about 6 wives, man.
Chopped off their heads.
He chopped off 2's head, right? And not even to talk about the little side chicks he had on the side.
But them 2 women, they committed adultery. Them women deserve to get their heads chopped off. You can't be the whore. You understand?
But even at the same time, the point I'm trying to make is that Henry VIII, he wasn't a saint. Okay, he was doing some wickedness, man. Yeah, he was doing some wickedness because the Most High, man, he's perfect in all his ways. Okay, that's why he died young. How old was he? He died in his 50s. 50s, man. All these kings that a lot of these kings that ruled in the Dark Ages, they died young because they were wicked, man. It was only Charles II that and Edward, there was only a couple of them that lived. Yeah, the Lionheart lived kind of long as well. King Richard, you know, Richard the Lionheart, he had a little stint here.
That's because they were more probably keeping those laws of the most.
There you go. So yeah, like we were saying, man.
Yeah, scourges in your sides.
It wasn't keeping the laws.
And thrones in your eyes. And thorns in your eyes until ye perish from off this good land.
And that's what's happened to us, man. Nobody even knows who we are. We're just a bunch of niggas standing on the block in Cambridge. That's what we are.
Which the Most High your power have given you. And if you go into the Luke, Jeremiah, Luke 12, Jeremiah 17 and 4, 16 and 4, you're seeing that how we...
Wait, let me see if the film is still rolling. You can ask questions, you know. Yeah, we're trying to hear what you guys got to say. It's an open forum. We always do it. We're just trying into the history of the English monarchs, because we're not trying to cause any kind of controversy. We just
don't worry about it.
We just want to teach.
You should try to cause some controversy.
No, we just want to teach people that so-called black men was ruling England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, Portugal, Spain, and the laws of Spain. There you go. So when you read this history, they eliminate that fact that never existed. They most of the famous people in the world were people of color, right? Even in our day today, you think about the most famous boxer. Who was it? Muhammad Ali.
Most famous Formula 1 driver.
The most famous footballer.
Lewis Hamilton.
Don't say Messi. It was Pele. Everybody knows who Pele is. Pele is a black man. Exactly. So we're just trying to make a point. We're not saying
some history.
We're not trying to make you feel lesser than we are. What we're trying to say is we are part of history. We're a pivotal part of history. They need to give us our props.
That's right.
You understand? Because if it wasn't for us, England wouldn't be what it is today.
And this is what the Bible is welcoming us up to, yeah? This is Isaiah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, thank you.
With us.
With us, yeah. We are friends.
You want to take a picture?
Thank you very much.
Alright. Let the Edomites have their fun, innit? You know what I mean? I know.
But this is more powerful to take pictures of than my face, you know? I'm no idol. Yeah? Calm. So this is...
Hey, but we will be the idols in the kingdom. You said they will worship us, they're idols, bro. So, you know, she understands what's going on. Yeah, this guy has an interesting... So this is, he has an interesting mind.
You know, I spent a lot of time in Nairobi.
So this is...
Rastafarians.
Yeah, we're not Rastafarians, okay?
You guys,
this is
exactly, you guys are kind of... But it's similar.
No, we're spiritual.
It's similar. It's not Rastafari.
No,
you got the colors.
Yeah. That's the Ashanti colors, actually.
So this is Isaiah.
The freedom colors.
This is Isaiah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the red, gold, and green.
Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from California. Go ahead, I'll let you get to your thing.
You know, like California, didn't they have a fire there? The Most High just smited you out with Paradise Island.
It's coming.
I swear that Paradise place, there was some spiritual wickedness that was happening there, innit? They didn't let no niggas in there. They only let white people, so suburban people. That's why you need to hear this. This is Isaiah 52 and verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth they shall no more come unto thee uncircumcised and unclean. Shake thyself from the dust and arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughters of Zion. Yeah, you actually coming to speak the truth.
So could you explain to me what your differences are with Rastafarians?
Our difference with Rastafari?
Yeah, because the Rastafarians, they claim Haile Selassie
as the incarnation of Christ.
Yeah, but they say he's a descendant of King Solomon.
That's right.
But then again, the Ethiopians are actually because Haile Selassie was an Ethiopian, and King Solomon was an Israelite.
Yeah.
So if Haile Selassie was really the Lion of Judah, he would be calling himself an Israelite. But he claimed he was an Ethiopian. So this is what's going to happen to the Ethiopians.
This is a prophecy, okay? This is what's going to happen to the Ethiopians. This is Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 1. But thus But now, thus saith the Most High, that created Jacob, O Jacob, and he hath formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee, I have called thee by my name, thou art mine. So he never called himself by Israel, he called himself by a Christian. Yeah? When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers thou shalt not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burnt, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. For I am the Most High thy power, the Holy One of Israel, thy Saviour. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Sheba for thee. So that's meaning they're going to be our possessions.
So the brothers that are doing the Haile Selassie thing, I kind of understand. They're trying to find a connection with black excellence. So that's where they try and channel their energy.
Because of the role of Haile Selassie in the 30s.
Yeah, authority is good. Yeah, they feel a sense of pride.
Resisting
Have you heard of the Jesuit priest?
Yeah, it's alright.
Have you heard of the Jesuit priest? Called his name was Leonard P. Howard.
No.
He's the one that founded the Rastafarian movement. The Jesuit priest. And you know about the Jesuits, right?
Yeah, I know about the Jesuits.
Yeah, well then there you go, man. We're not going to be like keeping up any vibrations that are following Jesuits. The Bible talks about them being the anti-Christians. So this is what the Bible says about Ethiopia. If you want to stop dealing with Jesuits and start dealing with the scriptures. It says Isaiah 45 and 14. Thus saith the Most High, the laborer of Egypt, and merchandise of Ethiopia, and of the Sabians, men of stature, shall come over unto thee, and shall be thine. So, do you understand what that means? They shall come over after thee in chains.
In what?
In chains.
So you don't want to be an Ethiopian, man. So you know what the guy got to say in Jah Rastafari? They need to be careful because they're not supposed to be worshipping Haile Selassie. Yeah,
They call him Emmanuel.
They've been indoctrinated. They've been deceived.
You know, Emmanuel is Isaiah's son. Why are you calling him Emmanuel? You know? And then they mention Emmanuel in the Matthews about they're trying to call him the son of, and that's a lie. His son. My argument is, if he has a monarch, what happens when you pass on? Isn't there meant to be a lineage to carry on your line, your throne? Where's his
got the grandson. The grandson is
the
still
son or the grandson, whatever it's meant to be.
He's hanging out.
Even daughter, because they have queens, isn't it? They have queen of Sheba. So they could, even the daughter in the Bible, there's no daughters.
He got knocked out by the communists.
There's no queens of Israel. Okay? There's Queen Makeda and Menelik, but there's no queens of Israel.
The only time we had a queen was Esther, but she was married to a heathen.
She had a king anyway. You know what I mean? She was a queen, but she had a king.
What do you guys call yourselves?
We are the
Israelites. And you guys have lots of conflict with Rastafarians.
Don't have conflict. We just read the Bible.
We're trying to teach them the right way. They've got a zeal. Get Romans 10 and 1. They got a passion.
What's your guys' take on that?
On the herbs. Yeah, the herbs are for the healing of the body.
So you agree with the Rasta?
No, we don't smoke it.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4 to show you how we don't have conflict with no one. For our weapons of warfare are not carnal, but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds. So we only deal with power, you know, we only deal with the powers that be. We don't deal with
because really we are the real authorities.
Do you guys express
we're just working on a low level.
You guys do the musical stuff too?
Yeah, we like music, but we listen to spiritual music, not no garbage. You know, like Young Thug and all of that crap. We don't do that, but we listen to like positive music.
You got involved in
It's been in us, isn't it? It's been in us, yeah. It's been in us the whole
When we
time.
woke up to this truth.
And you guys want to come up here to Cambridge to get the King's College.
Yeah, because he was a so-called black man, wasn't he? But the problem is iconoclasm. They covered his face up. So we're just trying to show people, because we've already been down to see Charles II. Charles II came in the 1600s thereabouts. His nickname was Black Boy. So we went to check him out. So we're just trying to make a link, just to show people that, you know, so-called black people was ruling this place. Because people look down on us now. They just call us niggers. But it's all right.
And this is the understanding.
Even Jesus was a so-called black man.
Yeah. So this is Romans chapter 10 and verse 2. I'll start from Romans 10 and 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to power of Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they may have a zeal of power, but not according to knowledge.
So the Bible says our people have a zeal. You know, like the Rastafari, Selassie, they got that passion, that zeal.
For they being ignorant of powers, righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, having not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of power.
Right, because they're not doing thus saith the Lord. Because nowhere in the scripture they tell us to idolize the heathen.
Or even
it says we should remember our forefathers.
And Cannabosum was used for the holy anointing oil.
Yeah. It wasn't meant to, it's meant to be an oil that you burn.
Cinnamon.
You're not meant to be, it's like I take frankincense and myrrh and then I get a Rizla and then I build up a split with a frankincense and myrrh. That's what they're doing.
You smoke cinnamon, like, no one's gonna start smoking cinnamon.
Well, you smoke the cannabis.
No one don't smoke cinnamon. No one don't smoke
cinnamon.
Yeah, but cinnamon's a part of the holy
mystical Sometimes it makes it go a little off.
Look, I'm guaranteed these idiots most probably tried smoking each one of them separately, and they found out that one puts you, that one messes you up, that one makes you feel proud. They tried to even do it in the slavery. The Ashkenazis, the Jewish man, they would experiment with the slaves to see how to do surgery. You know what I mean? They was testing on us without even any medication, without putting us to sleep. They was opening up our bellies and taking out our organs on live specimens, live Israelite specimens. So yeah, they're gonna continue with that.
I was drawn to it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. You're from California.
And this is from the Kurdish freedom movement. I think there's a variety of different movements.
So
your judgment,
different kinds of your judgment in the Bible, you're Esau, and Esau will get turned into stone. That's what it says in the Bible. Yeah, Jesus says he's going to come and separate you, and you're going to be on the left-hand side. The goats.
He might be a date. Yeah, you never know.
Because those of us who follow the word of the Lord.
He might be an Israelite because the way he's vibing.
Well, we don't know.
You never know. You never know.
If your seed goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you have a chance. But you got to start keeping the laws.
I think
like the simple ones, like having fingers, that's a simple one. This cost me £1. And there's a reason why the Lord made it cheap. Because when it comes back, people are going to say, you didn't expect me to put fringes on that. He's going to be like, it's £1. You spend more than that in a day. So I see what the Lord is trying to do.
I see the colors.
Yes, Ashanti colors. The Ashanti colors goes back to
any movement that struggles for the oppressed.
Yeah.
And dons the colors of freedom.
Yeah.
Those are the people of the Lord.
You will
so
see.
You got the right colors.
You will cry off.
Yeah, you know the Ashantis. Yeah. You know the kente, the colorful kente. It goes back to Joseph.
Joseph.
When Jacob gave Joseph the colorful coat. You know who took? You know who had the coat? Judah had the coat. You know who took the coat back to Jacob? Judah. Judah took the coat. The Judah is the Ashanti. That's why they got the kente.
Right on.
I mean,
this is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go and get thee out of the house of Israel and seek with my word unto them, for thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Go not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou cannot understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. So you're going to listen, but our own people won't listen. So you can still be an Edomite.
You can still be an Edomite, yeah.
Oh, you want to.
But just hope you're an Israelite, because the borderline is, I'm not bullshitting you, I'm telling you the truth. If you're not an Israelite, you're going in slavery. That's what the Bible says.
And it could be the spirit.
We can get that in Revelation for you right now.
If you take the gospel, you take the gospel, the only way to get to this kingdom is to follow
the Messiah. Yeah, we understand. He's the key. But then again, why did the Messiah die? Why did the Messiah die? Why did he die? Why did he die? I understand that the Messiah is the way to get to the kingdom, but we got to find out why the Messiah died. We agree. We completely agree that he is the way. He's the way to the life. I understand, but what I'm trying to say is I agree that so-called Jesus Christ is the way to the kingdom. Him being the way now, why did he die and who did he die for? That's what we need to understand.
by the Pharisees.
Because everyone says you got to believe in him, but then again you got to get to the basis of why he died in the first place.
Well, the reason he died, that I see, he was betrayed by the Pharisees because he was leading the people to rise up.
You do understand. Yeah,
say that again? Wait. He was leading the people to rise up against the Roman Empire.
No, he wasn't leading them to rise up against the Roman Empire. You know what he came for? He came to die for the sins of his people. Because what you need to understand is, the Messiah, he came from the tribe of Judah. He was an Israelite. And according to the Israelite customs, anytime you commit a sin, you need to sacrifice an animal. So the Heavenly Father said he was tired of animal sacrifices. You want to get Hebrews? Yeah, he was tired of sacrifice. So he wanted sacrifice. So that's where the question comes in.
Ultimate sacrifice.
He's the ultimate sacrifice.
Multiple levels. The Pharisees are the ones that betrayed him.
They betrayed him. I understand.
But they were only fulfilling
who scourged him? Who scourged him?
They were only fulfilling the prophecy.
Who scourged him? Who scourged him?
Who scourged the Romans?
The Romans. But who are the Romans today?
The Romans today are the United States of America.
Well, there you go. He's good. He might be a Jake.
And the English as well.
Of course.
Yeah, English.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, the Europeans are the Romans.
I see you guys.
Okay, so
you guys are struggling for the right cause. You guys are struggling for justice. You guys are struggling for the history that's
he could be an Israelite foreigner, you know.
I don't know which version is the correct version, but I wish you guys well.
You're not giving him no chance.
You're not giving him no chance from the pearly gates.
It's right for him to be suspicious.
He's not trying to give you any. He's not trying to give you a peekaboo through the pearly gates.
It's okay. But this may well be the case.
It's not me. If it was up to me, are you Italian? It's not up to me.
Let's go back to Italy.
Oh, Italy. These guys are the spirit, innit? You might be Italian. These guys are Israelite. You've got the Israelite here.
All right.
You got the dark ages here.
But this is.
Wait. You might be an Israelite.
Oh, you know each other.
They all had that curly Haganda. You know that curly hair? That you got. Haganda. So you could be one of them niggas, but you whiten down. Because the problem with niggas, they like white pussy. So as time goes on, they end up looking like you.
Looking guilty there. It's like,
looking guilty there. Because you know Rio Ferdinand is a so-called nigga, right?
Oh, you're English version.
The daughter looks like a white girl.
He's got a brother who's my mom.
So you might be a nigga.
Okay.
Well, there's
His
rumors.
mom's a Mexican. He does like.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, of course.
Well, this is my son.
I told you. save people from their sins. So he came from his people. We're not saying you're not an Israelite, because, you know, it's not how you look.
It's not up to you to decide.
I know. It's not up to us. Yeah, I know. You're right. I agree. I
wish you guys the best, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, we're about to close out anyway. So yeah, this is still running. Yeah, it was a minute. So yeah, we're gonna move on to King's Lynn now. You know, because we've got King Charles I and King Charles II waiting for us to unravel again. You know, we just want to give double honours to Central London. He beat us to the Lichfield one, you know. But that's just to motivate us. You understand? That's alright. That's just to motivate us, you know, because if he didn't do it, we wouldn't be like, oh, yo, you know, like, I'm local, I need to be here.
We thought we was gonna stop, like, after that last one. You know what? We said, if we keep finding them, that's the spirit.
Keep doing them, man.
Keep
You know what I
pushing.
mean?
The Most High didn't just stop doing it. You know what I mean? After the first and second day, you had to keep going till the day of rest. So until the day of rest comes first, keep seeing us pushing these videos.
Anyway, with that, we're gonna close out. So this is the on location for Henry VIII. You know, the village. He was a Jake. He would look like a so-called obese Ghanaian. You know those pot-bellied Ghanaian Jakes that eat the food. He looks like one of them. Anyway, with that, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Rakah, Kwadash. You're gonna say, get out, get out. Oh, she knows the film. Oh man. Can't. So yeah, we're gonna check. Have you got internet on your phone?
So I'm just heading out now, just doing another chopping in. Where we going now?
Walk up next to the Lion Yard.
Where we going now, though?
King's Lynn.
We're going King's Lynn. And look, Lion Yard. You know who the lions are. You know what I mean?
Lions in the camp.
Yeah.
Lions in the camp.
Yeah. Get me. So yeah, the yard. The yard, the Jimmy and the team.
And it's funny, I've been living here the whole time and I've never seen it.
Spirits, man. We're finding things. We're breaking strongholds, man. See how the building nearly collapsed onto one of the Edomites over there, you know? Because he's like spiritual, understanding things, man.
Shalom.
No.
Yeah, but it is there, isn't it? Can't. St. Barnabas.
St. Barnabas Road.
Look at this. They actually made a little thing for Barnabas, man.
You know what I mean? Let's get straight into it.
And this is our last epilogue, isn't it?
On the way home, we thought, let's close out.
No, the cathedral is called St. Barnabas, right? St. Barnabas Cathedral.
Okay.
But we got to find out who Barnabas was, right?
So this is Acts chapter 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas.
As who?
As Barnabas.
And Simeon.
That were called nigger.
That were called what?
Were called nigger.
Ooh.
At Lucius of Shirin and Manarin, which had been brought up with Herod the Terah and Saul. So
yeah, man.
He's a nigger, man.
And that shows you Barnabas was a black man, you know. So whoever built this cathedral built it,
giving it back to the black man's them, the niggas them. You know what I mean? This is the spiritual stuff, you know. Cambridge. We came, we crossed the bridge, and we smashed them in. Yeah?
That's mad still.
You know what I mean? And praises to the Yahweh.
Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Rakah, Kwadash.
I mean, the truth is unveiling, man.
Shalom. Kwam Yashirala. Shalom. Yeah, so we can basically, let's trip down back to where she showed us and then cut it. Yeah, so that's it on that, man. We're done.